excited.
You're very excited?
Very excited. I will tell you, in fact, I'm one of the people who have been so depressed when I was seeing what Sifuna was doing for ODM. I am sure Raila Odinga invested his life in ODM not to die and have ODM is Zambaratika immediately. That could not be the legacy of Raila Odinga. You need to sometimes swallow your pride, calm down, for the sake of Raila's party. If you are claiming to respect Raila and you want to destroy his party months after his death, yeah. About 5 months, 4 or 5 months, yeah. It's not fair to his legacy. I am very excited. Even if he had so many people, I'm told they're saying there were a lot of supporters. Let us see how many supporters are remaining in ODM. Because we also have supporters. Let us remain with our few supporters in ODM, but a solid party.
Okay. You were at the forefront of the campaign to remove Edwin Sifuna from the Secretary General's position. Are you happy now?
Well, it's not a question of being happy, Jeff. We need to understand that the most talked about party for almost 2 decades in this country is ODM. And it's not by accident. But we have also to realize that ODM is at a turning point because a bigger part of ODM has been lost. That is Raila Odinga. If there is any time that ODM needed coherence in terms of communication and unity, it is this time.
Tell me something. What sin did Sifuna commit?
What sin did Sifuna commit? Sifuna is supposed to be the spokesperson of the party. When you are spokesperson of the party, you don't speak your mind to the public, contrary to what the party has resolved. What you speak is what the party has resolved. So your mind you speak in the meeting. If it is central committee, you express yourself. Once a decision has been taken at the central committee or national executive committee, that binds. If you don't want to communicate that position, the best thing, the most honorable thing you do is to quit that position.
Are we expecting more changes? What happens to Babu Owino? What happens to Governor Orengo?
You know, there are people who don't hold substantive positions in the party. If they do hold substantive positions in the party, and their sentiments and remarks is causing disharmony in the party, then of course they should follow suit. But remember, Sifuna was not just any other member. This is the Secretary General of the party. And let me tell you, Jeff, and my position has always been that sometimes we pretend a lot. The direction Sifuna had taken, any senior party official in this country, and the history is full of these examples, who has taken such a trajectory has never remained in that political party. So it was actually a waste of time expecting a miracle out of nothing, to expect that Sifuna would still remain in ODM.
What about,
he wouldn't. Take some time.
What do you think of Winnie?
What do I think of Winnie? She's Raila's daughter.
That's it?
Yeah.
Can she take over ODM one day?
Does she want to take over ODM? You know, leadership is not something that you force on someone. If I don't want to take over leadership or I don't want to be in leadership, you can't force me. Winnie is a young, strong-willed girl, and right now she's an MP, East African Legislative Assembly. She can build herself, depending on how she plays her politics, and get either back to the local scene, maybe win a parliamentary seat or win a gubernatorial or whichever seat she's interested in. I've never shared with her. Then later on, she can be somebody big. You don't have to lead ODM. You can be somewhere in the party. I've led ODM as a chairman of the party, not as a party leader. She could come in as an official of the party.
Then work her way up.
And if members agree, then she will be there.
Is ODM on its deathbed?
Jeff, let me make this very clear, that after the death of Raila, I don't think anyone expected that it would be smooth sailing. There had to be turbulence. So what ODM is going through is turbulent times. But the ODM being on its deathbed, this has been said of ODM so many times. This is not the first time. I have heard ODM being on its deathbed from the time the Pentagon members left, the time Ababu left, the time so many people have been putting ODM on deathbed, but ODM has always come out very strong, and it remains the strongest party in this country, which has outlived all the other political parties, including Mama na Baba, the Independence Party. ODM has the second largest membership in both houses of parliament and even in the Council of Governors, and only compared to UD. And remember, almost after elections, the parties that form the government come out like they're the biggest party, but again ODM then overtakes them in the next election. So I'm not wishing any bad luck to UDA, because they are now our partners and we are working together, but ODM will outlive any other political party in this country. And I will tell you that ODM has just won 3 critical parliamentary seats. After the death of Baba, we won the seat at the coast, remember? Yes. Magarini, my friend, won Kombe, won overwhelmingly. In fact, beyond, actually, the person who followed him got less than 50% of his votes. Yet, in the last general election, he won with about 46 votes against the same candidate, who decided now to decamp from UDA and go to DCP. And because of the wrong choice of the party, it was disaster. Now, you come to Kasipul, again, it was overwhelming win for our candidates as members of ODM. And Jeff, I'm still a member of ODM.
You're 100% there.
And I'm 100% there. And then Ugunja the same. So this is not a party that you are saying is dying anytime soon. This is a very resilient party, very strong. And I will tell you, in 2027, what ODM needs is just stability. And people who really believes and knows where we want to go to, and who are honest about the future of the party. Not these talks about we have to field a presidential candidate. You know, a presidential candidate cannot be amorphous. Someone must come up. So if you want to be a presidential candidate, come forward and tell us, I'm a member of ODM number such and such, life member, I want to be a presidential candidate. I will consider you. Yeah. I will think about you. But this amorphous talk that, ODM is the biggest party, we must form the government, those are rhetorics. We need real politics, hard politics on the ground, Jeff. But some of us are used to hard politics,
correct,
real ones.
Correct.
Not theoretical, not book politics.
Kwa ground.
Not academic politics.
Kwa ground.
Ground.
Mambo ni tofauti.
Completely.
Mambo ni tofauti.
Completely.
Tell me something. Is ODM stable under Oburu Odinga?
Let me tell you, I think ODM could not have gotten a better choice than Oburu Odinga. And Oburu will never be Raila. He's not Raila. Raila had built his stature over the years. From the time he was in prison for so many years, to the time he went to exile, he came back. He has been in the trenches and suffered, and braced the tear gas and all that, and has won election many times, denied the win. And Raila Odinga had a way of communicating here, traversed this country. That's not Oburu. Oburu has taken a different route. He has been in politics almost as long as Raila has been. He's Raila's elder brother. But I will tell you, Oburu is a very stabilizing factor. When you see Oburu now get worked up, you must know that things have really gone to his nerves. Oburu, first, one thing that you need to know with Oburu is a very sharp and intelligent mind. Very keen listener. And by the way, Raila used to rely a lot on Oburu's advice. Those of us who have been close to Raila, we know that. And even this broad-based government that we have today, it was negotiated by Oburu. Oburu was the chairman of it. He was leading the team that Raila tasked with the responsibility.
That's why he wants to stay in it through 2027. Because
he knew he made the right decision by advising Raila that they should be there in the broad-based government. And he knows why Raila chose to go into the broad-based government. So he probably understands this better than many of us. And so I know that Oburu is a character that can steer the party.
At 82.
But there are people who have steered this party. Raila was steering the party and he turned 81. So what's the difference? It's one and a half.
Unacheki hii video ya Sifuna ile siku ya Gen Z pricing akitry kuconfront police akiwaambiwa, "Hey, mbona mnaua vijana?" People will not forget that. Mimi by the way nimekuwa nikipigia ODM miaka yangu yote. Mimi hakuna sijaipigia chama nyingine kura jo. Lakini saa hii wewe saa hii jo. Acha ODM ibaki Oburu Odinga. In maoni yangu, wewe kama pia uko na ngori shauri yako.
Majamaa, wewe umetoka na Sifuna ODM au umebaki ODM? Wewe uko wapi saa hii? Bulanda.
Mr. Edwin Sifuna, flowers zako hatuwezi kupea siku ya Valentine, tunakupea leo hii. You are great champion. Hii serikali ya one term imeshindwa kushughulikia watu wake. Imeshindwa kupea wa Kenya Article 43 economic and social rights, healthcare, education na social security. Vijana wanauliwa kuuliwa. Correction.